Hello and welcome back to the Hitbox CS Showdown with me, Jono, and I'm joined by the lovely Metas. How are you feeling, man, after that pretty exciting game?
I'm feeling good. We're on Dust 2 again, though, which is a bit of a weird one. It's not that Dust 2 is an unplayed map or anything, but to have it twice in a row, Jono, I was kind of hoping for something else.
Well, we had Cobblestone twice last night. So
That's true, yep.
maps just, I don't know, I can't get my head around it. It was quite interesting though. But anyway, let's talk about the new teams that are going to be playing now. Thanks for staying with us, by the way, everybody that has. Make sure you hit us up on Twitter and all that good stuff. But yeah, absolutely. So these two teams, Aligon and Team Berzerk. Now, I'm going to start with Team Berzerk because that's the team I know a lot more about. These guys were formerly known as Team Alternate. Or alternate, but I'm going to say alternate. Rolls off the tongue a lot easier for an English one. And I think they're not officially, they're not flying the alternate banner anymore, but they're basically the same lineup. It's Asmo, Solek, Felix, Alexar, and Crystal. Now, a core set of these players have been together a long time. Felix, Solek, and Crystal. So they're they're a pretty good team together. You know, they've been around a long time. And Asmo and Alexar are more recent. Aligon, kind of a Swedish mixed team. So here we go with the first round. Asmo's going to be leading the charge into mid, and it's going to work out very nicely indeed. They're going to get two. Yes, they are. Thank you very much. They're going to have the B site pretty much all to themselves, unless Delos has got something to say about it, and he has two things to say about it. Very nice from him. And now, Powerful, I'm not sure who it is going to be the last man remaining, just running through the smoke. Sees one, gets one actually. Felix now, one-on-one. How has this happened? How? It's got it! That should not have happened. Wow. What the hell? What a clutch, I guess. Aligon take the first round. What did you make of that, Metas? I'm going to find out who Powerful is.
Tongue-tied there. That should not have happened. And Aligon now on the CT side are going to be kicking things up a few notches. Got a last few M4s thrown into the mix as well. So they're going to be looking to stomp out these eco rounds from Berzerk, and that was a huge round, absolutely massive round for them, starting things off in the right possible way, the best possible way I should say. You can see now Alex is going to be pushing through long. Unbeknownst to him though, Powerful is having a quick look up, and it's an exchange a bit of fire, but neither of them take any shots there. Felix has ate about 57 HP worth of damage and going to be stacking 3 players strong, our Berzerk on short. So, what can Dennis do about this one? He could be the player that's going to be in the thick of things very shortly. First kill did go down as I was speaking there, so Alexa did go and get himself killed at long. This is a very slow push here, Jono. They don't seem to be opting for the bomb site. They're just trying to feel their way through.
Yeah, it's interesting, but wow, nice kill actually. Dennis drops to Asmo's Glock. I'm not really sure how tactically apt the Berzerk are. I never really took them for a really good tactical team, so you know, expect kind of standard strategies and stuff like that. So the fact they're taking their time just feeling them out, well, it seems to be working. But yeah, it's no surprise to me. Felix is only on 3 HP, tags one. Rather cheeky little pop out, but he's probably not going to be able to do too much more. They've got 3 members to find, all fully equipped. By the way, Palf is Palf. It's just a gap in my knowledge. I can't say I've heard of the guy before. I've heard of Zelos, Dennis, and HMP, of course. But here we go, Palf and his teammate combine. And we're just going to restart the game because there's some issues. So please bear with us. But Aligon have got the second round on the trot. Well played from them. They did lose a few men in the making though, so their money's going to be hurt a little bit. And look at this, Berzerk have actually bought up. So an early 3rd round buy, and they're just going to be rushing long. Let's see how this is going to work out. 2 members are defending. Let's see who the early exchange is going to favour. That's most certainly going to favour Berzerk. Nice kills there from Felix. 2 headshots to the good. There's one on site and he spotted it, but they're going to be able to get up. They're going to be able to get the bomb down. This is looking pretty good for Berzerk, man.
Hey, sorry about that. I think our producer said he's back in the game, so... Alright, okay, so apparently the overlay was bugging, but it should all be sorted now, guys. So apologies for that. But yeah, as you're saying there, Jono, the buy coming up for Berzerk so far, they are a player to the good with the bomb down as well, so the ballsy aggression certainly paying out so far. But can they clutch this round? Can they convert it? As Chobra is going to get himself a kill. And this is potentially going to get full defuse. There's a smoke down there. Nobody's trying to kill him right now.
Oh my
and he
God.
is going to get the defuse as well with 15 HP. He dies afterwards, but goodness me, Aligon really stealing away that round.
I'm lost for words, man. Once again, Aligon win a round that I don't see that they should have done. Oh, what's going on? Berzerk making these really silly mistakes and they're giving away rounds. It's just madness. Absolute madness. So 3-0 to Aligon. That's just... Okay, I'll get my head into this round instead. So Berzerk, they're going to have to really redeem themselves after that. They've been able to buy again. So they're gonna be pretty much fully equipped, but Asma's already on 12 HP. Solek's gonna have the angle, doesn't have the reaction or the aim, and Cobra's actually gone out and come off way better, even though he walked into the crosshair of Asmo there. That's interesting. So 10 and 12, Solek and Asmo respectively. Not that great for Berzerk as the start of rounds go. 3-0 to Aligon once again. They've got guns, of course. So they're going to be pushing into mid pretty slowly. They're just sending one man out here. Alexar, lovely kill. Zelos drops. That's more like it. And the man defending B's gone all the way into spawn. So the bomb site's going to be completely theirs. Nice kill from Cobra. Okay, that's what he was doing. He was waiting for the rotate. Asmo spots him though. So it's not going to be too easy for him to go straight into the bomb site. Asmo's holding him in tons quite well actually. Oh, a smoke's going to allow him to pass through, and now 3 from B ramp and the 1, which is Cobra in tunnels, are going to converse onto the bomb site here. Half gets a really nice kill onto Alexar. He drops. Crystal pushes in, takes down Cobra, forwards and backwards. 3 plays 3. The bomb is down. Time is ticking away. Here we go. Crystal, nice kill. Can he get a second? No, he can't. Felix is going to mop up, and Asmo as well. So finally, Berzerk get a round on the board. Well, it seems like finally, because they should have had 2 already, in my opinion. 3-1 to the Swedes still, but the Germans have finally got a round on the board.
Well, I certainly agree with you. This could easily be 2-2 right now on the
Converge,
score.
by the way, not converse. I knew after I said it, I said that's the wrong word.
But to be fair, I said Chobra before, so we've got 1 derp each.
Derp, yeah.
Yeah, the derp is real. But either way, let's crack on here. Berzerk now going to be up against an E-code up Aligon. I thought Dennis was going to find himself caught there, but he did just back away in time. Solak, however, is going to open up things nicely onto Cobra. The second kill comes in from Alexa, and that's going to be HMP falling down. So, already, the Seco not paying up too well for the Swedes. And there should be a 3-2 scoreline, but we did see Aligon steal away around. They really shouldn't have beforehand, so maybe that is still a thorn in the backside. Something in the back of their minds. Zelos does get that nice 1D to the forehead of Alexa, but they do instantly shut down Dennis afterwards, so they're keeping that 2-man advantage. Bomb will be planted right now from Felix. And the last 2 players are Palf and also Zealous, so don't really fancy their chances here, I'm going to be honest, John. This should be a 3-2, unless something just ridiculous happens.
I won't put it past the Swedes, man. Zelos especially is a really, really good player. I can't say I know Palf, so I don't know, but what are they doing? They might just be going for exit frags here. It's kind of like stealing the other team's guns and just saving it for the next round. That's the logic behind it. So I think that's what they're going to do. Palf is the only one left. Let's see if he'll be able to get Crystal. Crystal's quite a smart player. He's going to be too wise. Too wise. Oh, nice shot from Palf. Doesn't matter about brain. It's all about the aim for the Swede. Nice kill. Gets the AK. So it is 3-2, but Aligon are making it pretty hard, aren't they? Berzerk are not running away with it. Not at all. They're almost making these silly mistakes every single turn, in my opinion. Their kind of playstyle is almost a little bit reckless in these early stages.
Yeah, that's a fair point as well. That the reckless nature of their play could certainly end up biting them in the backside. But also, when you're reckless, you tend to be unpredictable as well, and that can be a very good virtue to have in CS:GO. If you're unpredictable and the enemy team isn't quite sure what to do with you, you can start to sneak your way into positions you probably shouldn't. However, Cobra opens things up onto Solak. Really nice play there. Again, they're going to have kind of a mix of weapons, 2 AK-47s, and also 3 pistols on top of that. So, let's see if they can convert this one. Let's see if they can drag this one back into a 4-2 scoreline. Or is it all going to end up even at 3 apiece? Here we go, starting to push in. Couple of kills going out. What's a team kill as well from Crystal? That's going to be significant. It's going to hurt the bank balance. Alex is all that remains. He has the AWP. He has 4 players to find and frag. And he is going to come head-to-head with HMP very shortly. in that smoke. So, can he pull off the amazing? No, he can't. He falls down. Very nice round from Aligon. And that team kill is really going to sting Crystal's bank balance. There we go. 1.4k.
Oh man, that was an eco as well. We got complete eco. The AK they picked up was the kill on Solek, and of course, Palf was able to save one. So, pretty much a 3-round win, 4-2. Aligon doubling the score in the early stages of the German team. Alex Starr's going to take point in long on his own, interestingly enough, so that's going to be an easy kill for the CTs. Asmo gets a nice kill on HMP. That's going to be an AWP. Crystal's definitely going to run away with that one, smiling, and now he's going to try and do work with it. Doesn't do anything, he just dies, and they're just falling like flies here. If they can get one more kill, they'll be happy. Asmo with a second in the round. Well played to him. He's got an AWP now. Maybe you'll be able to get 3. At this point, it just seems that he's trying to do economic damage, and he's not going to do anything more. But, you know, fair play. He got 2 kills to hurt the bank of the CTs, but actually the bank is looking pretty good anyway. 5-2. They've got the confidence, they've got the money, and they are on the harder side matters with 3 more rounds than their enemies.
Yep, that's a good point there. That they are arguably on the easier side, although I would definitely agree with what you're saying. And 5-2 is a comfortable, healthy scoreline. Just a P250 on Crystal, who is still suffering from that early team kill that we saw a couple rounds previously, so still biting him a tiny bit. Now Berzerk need to get some rounds on the board. They really need to push through, get some momentum like we saw from Mouse in the previous Dust 2 match, which they did lose 16-10 in the end to Copenhagen Wolves. So Solek getting flashbanged a couple times. It's going to get pushed right now. It's Solek. And he does get the kill on Cobra, but was heavily tagged in the process. 8 HP remaining for him. Flashbangs on through. That lands in Zelos' face, but he does just about manage to turn in time. And now he's in prime position. Gets the first one. Does get instantly picked up, though, from Solek through the wall, actually, with the headshot. And Zelos probably feels he should have done better from that position. This is really nice from Berzerk, actually. 3-on-2. Jumping through the window there is Dennis. To his demise, he will fall as well. And now everything on HMP. 5-5 so far on the map. They're doing a pretty nice job, and he is running back to T-spawn. He will be saving that AWP.
Yeah, Alex R's got really nice aim, you know. That was a really nice shot. You know, I kind of feel this team, Berzerk, have a lot of potential in terms of, like, their capabilities as individuals. And yeah, that kind of thing. Like, on a one-on-one, these Berzerk players are seriously good and seriously underrated, in my opinion. This is just my opinion now, guys, but you know, they kind of lack the kind of structure and discipline and organisation that the top teams have to have. Sure, you've got some Swedish teams like ESG, for instance. Maybe they roll with a little less structure, but they make up for it in overwhelming talent, and they still have that discipline. But Berzerk, for me, they just lack it. And it's a real shame, because I could see this team doing seriously well. But I think that's the chink in their armour, personally. But nevertheless, they've got themselves a 3rd round, nicely played, and now Aligon's money is not looking too great. So this is perhaps a chance for Berzerk to really get into this half.
Yeah, let's hope that Berzerk do start to all pull the same way. People joining the spectate, so yeah, let's hope that stops pretty soon. Regardless, though, players are going to be cracking on. 5-3 the scoreline. Berzerk pulling that one back, but another full buy in effect from Aligon. They had quite a bit of money saved up. Even got themselves an AWP on HMP. So let's have a look-see as to how this attack is going to be working. It's also very interesting to me as well when you see maps back-to-back, Jono, as to how teams approach T-side. We saw a lot of mid/short pushes from both Copenhagen Wolves and Mouse Sports last time around, but it seems to me that Berzerk are more opting towards this B, which really isn't working for them, because you're in that tight, close, claustrophobic environment where flashbangs and grenades really do reign supreme. And look at this, Cobra is just destroying everyone, dismantling them. Felix and Solek are all that remains. Solek is heavy tanked as well, so with 34 seconds to go, they just have to back on off.
Yeah, there's a lack of intricacy in the details for Berzerk's Terror side, not just on this map, but for most of them actually. Like for instance on D Inferno, I've seen them play it several times, and I'm exaggerating possibly slightly, but not that much. Nearly every single round they just go B and they rush it and they just push B every single round. They're not a team that pride themselves on strats, they pride themselves on kind of ability and hoping that that'll drag them through. And it's kind of what I'm touching upon, but yeah, it's interesting to keep pushing B. It's interesting also to see when they'll stop doing that and when they'll try to adapt. So Aligon have doubled their scoreline thus far on the harder side, so it's looking pretty good for them. 6-3. They're all fully bought up, fully equipped. Cobra's in a very good position. Look at this, he's in lower. He's going to get himself one, make that two. Yes, bomb drops, and he's in a great position to get some more. Make that three. It's just target practice for Cobra. He's going crazy here. Asmo's got one. Alexar's going to get another. Okay, so suddenly the eco round of Doom becomes something quite dangerous for the CTs. As Asmo and Alexar now can do some real damage. Zelos, pinpoint accuracy, taking down Alexar before he wreaks any more havoc. And now Asmo, the last man remaining. So Berzerk, kind of, they're showing us glimpses of hope, but they're not really converting at this point. And 7-3 is a daunting prospect for Berzerk fans. I think Aligon is starting to run away with it slightly here.
Yeah, they're showing glimpses of brilliance, but unfortunately it's only glimpses. They're not getting those prolonged lapses and managing to fire it forward and get that train on the tracks. And so, yeah, as you say, 7-3 the scoreline. This is already a very good half for the CT, so anything over than this is just a bonus. Obviously, they're going to want the rest of them, but they could easily get to 10 here, Jono. And 10 on CT side, that is demoralising for Tees. That's a pretty horrific Tees scoreline.
10's too much. It is, simply because you get the ecos and you're 3 away from winning on an easy side. But yeah, okay. Crystal and Solek both shut me up by getting 2 nice kills. Dennis is still lurking large though on the A site. Nice headshot. Solek drops, and once again 3 plays 3. But we've seen this time and time again, and for some reason the Swedes seem to always come out on top. Zealous might get caught off guard. No, he doesn't. Nice flick and a gorgeous pistol headshot. Really nice counter strike there from Zelos, who I did pin to be one of the guys to watch along with Dennis in this team. So I'm certainly going to be watching him here. That's very nicely done indeed. Zelos showing us how to use an M4 and a USP. 8 rounds for Aligon, and that's 8 rounds Berzerk are going to be worried about with their 3. It's a measly scoreline for them at the moment. They're going to be on eco as well. So yeah, not looking great for them. I will say, but before I sign off, I will say that I think it's kind of momentum based. So if you're on CT and you start getting a few rounds together, it's easier say than Inferno or Nuke to start really racking up rounds. Just 2 is kind of a momentum sided map, I think anyway. But it's just an eco round, 4 plays 2, and Aligon once again look like they're in the driving seat.
Yep, this should be 9-3, and that will allow Berzerk to buy up again. But the last few buy rounds have been nothing special. There's been nothing there to really suggest that they're going to take the ball and run with it, to be fair. Dennis does miss that AWP shot. And actually, this is doable. Zealous only has 2 HP remaining. Alex does have himself the AWP, so if we can get a quick pick here, he will bring this back to a very doable situation. He's got the bomb. He's got 50 seconds to work with. Zealous is looking up mid, trying to get a rotate, trying to get as much information as possible for his teammate. Smoke comes down, going to call that one out. Now Cobra's moving into position, and that was a nice shot from Zealous as Alex tried to jump across. So it will be 9-3, but a couple of alarm bells ringing in that last round.
Yeah, but, you know, alarm bells at this stage, they're almost worthless.
Yeah.
Oh, well, if Berzerk come back and bring it 9-6, then it's still an alright scoreline. It's still doable, certainly. But at the moment, it just looks like they're not going to get any more rounds. That's how it seems. Phoenix is going to poke out, get shut down by a really nice reaction shot from Zelos. He's performing, certainly stepping up for his team. And, well, it's a situation we've seen before. Aligon just look like they're in control. They've got a man to the good. They've got a very nice setup. Everywhere seems very well covered. Even the B play, they've got 2 members ready to call to arms over on that site where you'd normally have 1. They're kind of sacrificing mid a little bit, but it's certainly working for them. HMP missing shots just by Whiskey there onto Alexar. He's going to be the man to try and make something happen for Berzerk over on that short area. And let's just see what they're going to do. They are taking their time. They've got 50 seconds to work with. The bomb's dropped in middle. And that kind of infers to me that they are going to push B ramp as Solek really mucks up the flashbang. That's not going to help anybody. Sort it out, mate. And okay, so we've got 4 plays 5 now. It's going to be B. It's going to be a B split. Smoke's still there on CT. They're walking in, so they're not rushing it. they're playing this quite tactically, actually. They're going to be edging their way in. Here comes the push. Crystal is going to take point. He doesn't get the kill. Zelos picks him off. HMP's got one. Can Zelos get any more? This would be devastating if he could, but he can't. So this isn't too bad for Berzerk now. Well, I spoke way too soon now. Asmo, the only remaining member, 2 versus 1. They are showing, so they're giving him a bit of chance, which is a bad idea. And now it's 1 versus 1, 5 seconds. Asmo, can he push out and get it? Yes, he can. Nicely done. And he's going to get the 4th round on the board. Credit more to Aligon's mistakes than Asmo's aim, but nevertheless, he converted it. A good 1 on 3 for him, and a good round for Berzerk to pick up.
And 2 seconds to go in the round as well. That was so close. If Aligon were just slightly in better position,
they should have just hid. Like they just both showed.
That's exactly it. It would be 10-3 right now if they played a game of hide and seek. But unfortunately, they did peek and they got punished. This is still a great round though. All things considered, still a great half for Aligon. They want to take the next 2, of course, but even if they go 9-6 at half time, that is a pretty phenomenal half for them. Dennis is going to get a kill alongside Felix there, so it takes it back to an even affair. But just as CZ on Palv and a pretty tanked up Dennis on top of that, this could be Berzerk's round. They really need to start racking up some in any way they can. The hero for Berzerk, Asmo, is now in short. But again, they're not really committing to anything, just hiding around mid. This seems to be a very standard tactic for towards the top teams. So you hide in mid, you get a couple picks, you get as much information as possible, and then you jump on top of that and you try and get the round any way that you can, tooth and nail. Zelos is the only player on B. That's pretty interesting. They have smoked CT spawn, and now they're going to be going through. Cobra does get a nice shot through there. Zelos picks up 1, picks up 2, and already this is looking down and out for Felix. He's got the first one, but there's too many angles to cover. 10-4. Would you believe it on the CT side?
Spinning around and sending an overly aggressive CT to his doom. In the comic fashion, his body flew up. But yeah, 10-4, there's nothing comic about this if you're a Berzerk fan, that's for sure. An overwhelming lead on the CT side. The Swedish team showing us some true class here in terms of, well, skill and ability, really. Nothing too special in terms of their strats or the setups. They're just out-aiming their opponents here. And point taken, HMP with 2 nice kills. Path and Dennis both get 1 each. And now Alex are last man remaining. Nice headshot. 3 more members to find. I'm just going to hope that he can do it so I can shout about something here. He's going to miss that shot. Dennis up behind, just like the film said, doo-dum, doo-dum, from behind. Takes him down. Alex drops 11-4. Fantastic half if you're an Aligon fan. Not so good if you're supporting Berzerk in this one.
Jeez. That is a position I would not want to be in personally, John. I don't know what your take is on it, but you're 11-4 behind and now you're on CT side? No thanks. That is horrible.
There's liking a challenge and there's seeing defeat, across the horizon.
That is honestly a brutal situation. They desperately need this pistol round. I know we always say how much a pistol round is important, but really now, if they lose this pistol round, they've already got half a foot out of this tournament. It's that simple. They are going to get 3 kills in a row though, Berzerk, so it's a nice start for them. And a 1v3 situation, HMP, all that remains for the Germans. And he is snaking his way towards long. Does fire a couple of Glock shots across. Alex are on 27, so if he does get a chest shot, that should be the first kill. But then he's got 2 more to find. The bomb is also down, so everything stacking against HMP in this situation. He has a 5.7, which is a pretty nifty pistol to have in situations like this, as we saw from Cajun and Pyth over the last couple of days. But he has been shot from the back, and Felix gets the headshot. Huge round, desperately needed that.
Oh, they did. They absolutely did. And they got it in very nice fashion. Crystal, I think, got 3, so well played from his point of view. He's going to be buying a FAMAS. He bought that a little bit late, throwing me through a loop there. Thought he might be saving up for an AUG. And look at Solek's weapon of choice. That's interesting. He's got a semi-automatic shotgun, so that's quite nemising, isn't it? But of course, Aligon are buying something of their own as well. 3, make that 4 Deagles and a CZ. So they've certainly got some firepower, considering it's the second round. Berzerk have got to be pretty wary here. We do see a lot of second round victories. So Berzerk's discipline, their structure is going to be tested in this round, and This almost more than the first is a crucial round, because if they lose this one, the money is going to be horrendous. And Crystal spots one, that's going to be information called out, but nothing more than that as they fall back and take their time. A minute left on the clock. And Aligon just, yeah, they're emulating what Berzerk did really, and what most teams normally do these days. As you said, just take their time, gather themselves around middle. Short is a really important place to have control of. It opens up so many doors, and of course mid does as well. 3 members on short, 1 over towards that mid, and it's going to be short. So here comes the push, and I think Crystal is the man in defence on the site. Oh my, I'm mistaken. He's left the site entirely. They're going to open themselves up to a bomb plant, and Pav's going to get it with no problem at all. And now the retake comes in. This isn't an ideal situation for Berzerk, but you've got to say this was planned. So surely they're going to have the retake worked out. But Dennis is going to have something to say about the smooth runnings of that. And Pav as well. Crystal and Asmo do make up for it though, and they've got 1 each. And forwards and backwards, 2 versus 1. HMP on low health should surely drop here to Asmo's pistol. No problems at all. Well, I say no problems. 3 members died, betters. That's a lot of money.
It is, and the bomb as well. So that was a really good eco round for Aligon, all things considered. Yes, the score's 11-6. Yes, they've lost the last couple of rounds, but now they can buy because they got the bomb down. So there we go. Couple of Galils, AK-47, couple P250s as well. So they're going to try and catch Berzerk off guard while they still have these 2 FAMASs. And they could definitely make this one work for them. Oh my goodness! Palv had no right to get that kill. Alex R should have secured that one. And that's an AWP down. That's a lot of money. 4.7k. Well, actually 4,750 to be precise. Has just been flushed down the toilet. And Dennis will happily pick that one up for his team. So it's just gone from bad to worse. Solek's been caught in mid. 34 left on him. Oh, goodness me, John. He should have caught that shot. Alex R should have picked that kill up.
It's criminal, isn't it? He's going to be so angry as well. He's probably... I don't know if he's raging on TeamSpeak, but he's raging. He's shouting to himself. Probably. And watch out for Dennis with the AWP as well. We haven't actually seen him AWP yet, but for those of you not familiar with him, he is a seriously good AWPer. He was, well, they kind of rotated around, but for Team Global, he was one of the main guys that would pick up the AWP, and he's very, very good with it. So I like to see him with it. Aligon in such a commanding position, they definitely have license to try things out and mix it up a little bit. And look at this, Crystal goes down. And that's definitely going to secure the A bomb site in the hands of the Swedes. Are Berzerk going to go for it, or are they going to save? I think they're going to go for it. Okay, so game on. 3 guys remaining for them. They have got guns. Solek's not too healthy on 34. But they're going to go for it anyway. Oh, and a missed shot from Dennis. Putting me to shame. I said he was good, and he misses an easy shot. But Felix gets 1. Can he get a second? No, he can't. Path is going to make sure of that. And now 3 plays 1 instead of 4 plays 3. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea after all for the Germans to go for it. Now the money is not looking good at all, and Aligon are sitting pretty on 12 rounds, doubling their round score. Who won the last game? It was CPH, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm kind of visualising Aligon versus CPH at this point, unless after the eco, Berzerk pick it up and string some rounds together.
Yeah, you know, now that the Germans won the World Cup, they're going to lose every CS match that we cast. Fair enough. Mal's aren't fully German, as you said. Chris J is Dutch and had Alu who's Finnish as well. But, oh goodness me, Berzerk are really up against it. They have to eco, got the 1 FAMAS on Solek. The rest of them PT50s and a USP for good measure on Asmo, who's with that awesome clutch earlier. And he is top fragging for his team. However, they've lost the first, they've lost the second player as well. Cobra goes huge. And there's Dennis as well to pick up the pieces on Asmo. And now Zelos comes in, because why the hell not? Crystal remains, not for long. Dennis puts him in his place, and before you know it, you got 13-6 for Aligon. And this is quickly spiraling out of control.
It's simple, isn't it? It's easy. You just run out and kill them. That's what Aligon, that's what they're shouting out loud with their play at the moment. 13-6, yeah. Berzerk, they haven't really shown up yet. They didn't really do so well on Terrorist, and of course now they're a CT. They're just not performing at all. They're not able to put a stop to this Swedish force in front of them. Decent damage, but Cobra is going to get the entry frag. Path through the smoke. It's going to take down Solek. Alex R has tried to redeem his team a little bit, and Zelos is on 1 HP. So this Could be doable for Berzerk. I'm not going to start predicting it just yet. The bomb is down over there on short, and Felix gets a nice free kill on Dennis, who just walked out there for him. So that's going to even things up, and considering Zelos' health, things could change quite drastically. Crystal and Aligon, sorry, HMP both get kills. Aligon, listen to me. And, well, the man with 1 HP is still alive, so I'll keep going on about it, but he's still alive and he's going to be able to get the bomb down, so 1 HP is all you need, that's for sure. And the man behind is HMP. And a shot missed there from Alexar, and he re-peaks maybe a little bit too dangerously. Probably should have waited for his team there. Crystal is now the last man charged with the clutch. He gets the first and the second. Oh my god, Crystal goes huge. That's how it's done in such good style. Oh, that was so gorgeous. And that's going to be 13-7. Crystal, well played, son. He was on 1 HP, but that looked pretty damn nice.
That was incredible. And maybe that's the moment where Berzerk get that kick up the backside and like, hold on a second, we're not out of this game just yet. We need to start turning it on. They need to start turning up to this game, because so far it's been one-way traffic. The Swedes have been having it all their way. They have been able to buy back up again because they've been on a bit of a romp so far on the T side. So that's going to be an AWP and 4 AKs. So it's still a lot of work for Berzerk to do, make no mistake. But it's a good start for them. Alexar, very nice play. Zelos will be picked up from that CZ. Get the second kill, get the third kill as well. Berzerk are waking up. The slumbering giants are starting to awaken. 5 versus 2. Alexar does miss the AWP shot through mid. Wasn't the easiest of ones to pick up though, so I'm not going to berate on him too much. But this should be their 8th round. Unless something crazy happens, this should be 13-8. There we go, Felix gets one, looks for a second, and HMP with the AWP is having a couple of peaks. He could be shot in the back here from Solek, who has the FAMAS. There we go! And that's a pretty, well, sublime round, I gotta say, from Berzerk. Losing 0 players, that's exactly what they needed.
It is, yeah. Really good round. Not losing 1 member, really nicely done. As soon as they start putting up a decent defence and stopping these kind of split and pick plays that Aligon are going for, I mean, like, retrospectively, if I analyse what's happened in this half, Aligon have done nothing complicated or intricate. They've just been splitting and picking and running around getting frags. If Berzerk start putting an end to that, then Aligon are they're gonna have to change to some strategies, and everything's gonna change, and Berzerk will be able to rack up some rounds. At the moment, it's just been Angels, is what I'm basically saying. But Berzerk, as CT, have a chance to make it a game of strategy. Nice kills coming in then. Alexar gets dropped. Gorgeous frag actually from Zella. I think that was a 1-dig. But Asmo's going to kill him, and Crystal surely. There we go. Palv drops as well. So 9-13. The deficit is still 4 on the harder side, but we're seeing a new kind of version of Berzerk, aren't we? The last few rounds have been pretty promising.
Yeah, rejuvenated Berzerk here. They are
nice.
Starting to find their way. They're starting to get some momentum, that keyword that we use time and time again, but it's such an integral part of CSGO. Confidence and momentum really are 2 key factors for successful teams, and Berzerk, they're putting 1 step ahead of the other. They're taking each round at a time, which is that important thing that we talk about quite often here. But Aligon, all things considered, yes, they've been on the receiving end of a bit of a lashing these last few rounds, but they still have to take it into account. You know, overall, the bigger picture, with 13-9 ahead on T side, we are still well and truly in the driver's seat. They're pushing through short. Dennis is going in first. Flashbang's going down aplenty. Asmo still's flashed up. Finally comes out of it. Smoke down on long, so Zelos is actually hidden away right now. And Alex are also pushing back from long, so this side is very much available to plant on. Nobody's died just yet either, so this is a good round for Aligon. This is going back to what saw success in the first few rounds of T side. Zelos is still there. All he has to do is play the waiting game. Asmo and also Alex R, if they start to push towards A, that's where Zelos can come in. In fact, he's going back round to short here. So still, no players have fallen. The bomb is still ticking down. Felix is pushing up. There's Dennis with the first kill. Looking for a second. Does get it. HMP as well. A flurry of bullets and 4 players make that 5 go down. Suddenly, it is just all on Asmo, and Cobra picks up his second in quick succession. And there we go. Wham bam. Aligon back in at 14-9.
Yeah, just like that. Our dreams of a close match are crushed. Yeah, Berzerk played that really passively. I'm sure you'll have noticed on long. They just left the site, and sure, that's a good strategy. Nice kill from Zelos, taking down Solek, who had an AWP, I think. return from Alex, so we're forwards and backwards once again. But yeah, they left the site, and that's a fine strategy as long as you've got a really good retake and you're confident in your retake. And these guys don't seem to be that astute in retaking the A-bomb site, and as a result they're able to get the bomb down Aligon and take the round. So 14-9, as he said, straight back to a very one-sided scoreline, but two nice kills from Crystal, courtesy of a nice self-boost on the boxes. Take no, kiddies. That's a nice little way of getting up over the smoke. Gets 2 kills, and now 4 plays 2. So this is a chance for Berzerk to claw one back. Nice kill, nice pop flash, nice teamwork, and Crystal will get the kill. Now Zelos last man. Let's see if he can do anything special. He's got an AWP in hand and he's got a lot of time, but he's also got a lot of CTs coming after him. One of them being Crystal from behind. Thank you very much, 14-10.
Yeah, the problem is though for Berzerk is that Aligon are okay with trading round for round. Berzerk have to start putting some kind of combinations together. You know, they got to get that flurry together of back-to-back rounds, and that's been their problem so far. They'll win around here, they'll win around there, but then Aligon come bounce back up straight away. So again, buy up from Aligon. They've got the 1CZ, rest of them assault rifles, so they are definitely in a good position to get this round as well. But double AWP on Berzerk, and they're going to be watching the cross. Alex R does miss that AWP shot. And he didn't pay as dearly as before with his life, but flashbang, smoke's coming down, and again, Aligon looking for that quick A plant. Does get the first kill as well. Palf gets that one, looking for a second, and will get that as well. Huge plays from Aligon and Palf in particular. Bomb goes down, and this is looking like it's going to be 5 map points, and match points as well indeed, if they manage to hold off this site plant. The first kill in this exchange, though, will go for Berzerk. Asmo did pick one up. There's Zelos from the staircase. He gets one, very nearly gets a second. He's going to go re-peeking. Does get punished, but Solek finally goes down. And now it's all on Asmo. Going to throw in the molly. I don't think that's going to be enough to keep him alive. Does get the first and the second. Hold the thought. No, he doesn't quite have enough bullets in the chamber to clutch it. But a valiant attempt nonetheless. 15-10.
Wow, yeah. So 5 match points, as you said, for Aligon. Otherwise, it's lights out for Berzerk. Bye-bye. Thanks for coming. It's single elimination, so very unforgiving, and if they don't show up, then they go home, and that's pretty much been the case. As you said, they've been on and off round here and there, but they've never strung rounds together. And here comes a B rush, actually, as I'm waffling on. A fast play straight onto the B side. They're not messing about. They want to take this right here and now. Dennis has only got 1 though. Sonic's got 2. So already a good defense mounted in the B site, considering they only had a mix buy. So here we go. This could be it. Aligon have got the bomb down. B take is the play. Here comes the retake. Crystal and Alex R go down. Make that 3. Lights out. Aligon 16-10. Exactly the same score as last time. Let me write that one down. And a good performance from Aligon, but nothing that amazing really. As I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to attribute it to a lack of well, Berzerk. They just didn't show up for me.
Yeah, agreed. I think there's not much more to add to that. They just didn't show up. They definitely weren't firing all cylinders. You know, we saw Alex R miss a bunch of AWP shots that normally you'd fancy him to pick up, and that really did pay out against them in the end. The best team won. It's that simple, you know. Aligon deserved the win. They looked very, very convincing there, and they're going to face off against